Tocando sua xereca, cadu, 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 cadu. Hey guys, welcome back. Doing another request for K.A.A.N, man. This one's called Furious Styles. You know, after I first started doing K.A.A.N, yeah, a thing popped up on my YouTube account, and it said 10 fastest verses by Kaan, and this one in it. So just got up, look tired, I'm doing nights. Let's jump onto this one, man. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment. Try to get 1,000 subs by April, so just press that little red button. I've got content coming every day. Yeah, guys, let's jump onto this.
Knowledge, January 12th. Look, consider me one of the best. You can attest my lyrics have hung. Your prodigal sons, blessing you prominence, never puns. I promise I punish mine when I'm punching pigeons with pens. You can pretend never assuming that you know me at all.
So, consider me one of the best. The fucking prodigal son. And he said, so did he say, I'm bringing you promises or prominence, giving you prominence but never puns, just telling you the truth. I ain't up here like some fucking punchline rapper. Just talking truths in my tracks.
When I'm punching pigeons with pens, you can pretend never assume.
Punching pigeons with pens. Oh, he's doing that thing again when he just does P's. I only just noticed that.
You can attest my lyrics have hung. Your prodigal sons, blessing you prominence, never puns. I promise I punish mine when I'm punching pigeons with pens. You can pretend never assuming that you know me at all. Opposed to
fucking punching pigeons with pens. Don't ever assume that you know me at all. You don't know me. I might tell you a lot of shit about myself, but you don't know me, not personally. You know what I say up on a beat, but you don't know me personally.
Pretend never assuming that you know me at all. A post-apocalyptic policy, Pentecostal apologies, apostles prophesied from the power that I proceeded with, Poseidon with the proper propaganda.
How does he do it with the P's constantly? It's always P's and all, isn't it? You know, how's it worked out that P's his favourite fucking letter in the alphabet that he can fucking rhyme every single little thing with?
Pentecostal apologies, apostles prophesied from the power that I proceeded with, Poseidon with the proper propaganda.
Oh, he talks about fucking post-apocalyptic policies. So, you know, fucking talking about after that. Apocalypse. He's talking about after shit goes down is what he's talking about. You know, that's fucking Mad Max era time, that, innit? You're running around looking for fuel.
With it, I proceeded with Poseidon with the proper propaganda. And don't I propose a toast with propofol to make a lethal injection. My flow.
Talking about Poseidon now. That's fucking. Is Poseidon like the god of water? Is he talking about his flows? He flows so good that he's the god of water. Is Poseidon the god of water? It's not just that boat that sank, is it? That turned upside down.
Proper propaganda and dose. I propose a toast with propofol to make a lethal injection. My flow can slice and cut your gut like a cesarean section. Very selective when deciding when to make an decision. I set my mind.
My flow can fucking cut like a cesarean section. My fucking flow's cutting you up. Just cutting through the middle like a fucking cesarean section. Then he talks about an incision. Or did you say decision?
An injection, my flow can slice and cut your gut like a cesarean section. Very selective when deciding when to make an decision. I said my mind is in a.
Yeah, very selective when I decide to make an incision. So I fucking think about how I'm gonna cut and fucking slice this flow up. I put that time in. Surgical on that microphone.
When deciding when to make an decision, I said my mind is in annuity. Stories like Mephistopheles, my legend shall ascend to the level of Greek mythology, and everything is factual. Pathological fallacies have never been allowed as I lie upon Zeus's cloud, and you follow this young
He said, "My fucking legend's gonna attain the heights of Greek mythology." Greek mythology is fucking worshipped, isn't it? And he talks about fucking sitting on a cloud like Zeus. Is Zeus like the god of gods? Is Zeus like daddy, the fucking main, the godfather? I'm sure Zeus is the big guy. Or is he just a dude with lightning?
As I lie upon Zeus's cloud and you follow this young Apollo that plays with a golden lyre, and I fear that I shine ahead to these allegations complicitly insisting my sadistic cinematics and atrocities simplistically consistent of sorrows and many sins of similes and homonyms with Homeric hymns for your friends, and you feel it like sharp syringes. This soft assistance was soothing and sterilizes the negatives.
It's fucking gone from P to S now. It's like he's trying to do some fucking sort of tongue twister every time he does it. Just to flex, he's just flexing. That's all he's doing, just showing off.
Many sins of similes and homonyms with Homeric hymns for your friends, and you feel it like sharp syringes. This soft assistance was soothing and sterile.
Alright, so he's talking about how he fucking how he throws some of his sorrows and sins into his music, and then he fucking he said it like that, but in a really long fucking intricate way. He's saying how much he puts his heart and soul, his fucking demons inside him into every song, every track. And then he says you're gonna feel it like a syringe. It's gonna fucking, you know when you're being fucking injected into, don't you? You feel that shit. He said you feel it. It's gonna startle you at first, and then it's gonna soothe you. It's definitely going surgical.
Hymns for your friends, and you feel it like sharp syringes. This soft assistance was soothing and sterilizes the negative. Cerebral as a sedative inside my active mind. The time I find that I'm a genius. Odysseus is legendary. Eloquent speaker, cunning and coming for the knowledge that you claim to be carrying. Suffocating the night.
He fucking talks about being a genius, which he is. There's not many rappers that can do what he's doing. It's just the amount of words the amount of words he's getting in this fucking one. We've been 1 minute 15 seconds and he's had about 500,000 words in it. Must go through about fucking 3 or 4 pads, couple of pens every time he writes something.
This legendary eloquent speaker, cunning and coming for the knowledge that you claim to be carrying. Suffocating, then I exit on my 4 negative. Cerebral as a sedative inside my active mind. The time I find that I'm a genius. Odysseus is legendary eloquent speaker, cunning and coming for the knowledge that you claim to be carrying. Suffocating, then I exit on my 4-horse chariot. Gallivant with generosity. All you rappers are Hermes.
So I'm gallivanting with my 4-horse chariot. I'm just fucking gallivanting about. I'm just riding through every beat that I do. He comes in, he fucks you up, and he just exits on his 4-horse chariot. It shows off what he can do. And he fucks off on his chariot, leaving other people to pick up the pieces of your mind after he's fucked you with what he's saying.
You claim to be carrying, suffocating, then I exit on my 4-horse chariot. Gallivant with generosity. All you rappers are Hermes, another god of commerce. But tell me what's your soul worth? I converse in a concert, never concerned with your content in a convent, and it makes sense. Like I'm all in, not complex. Like I've been invested in a sick vision. I can see it's something that the people need to write another rhyme. It's like the pen is leaking. I am at the beacon with the heavy preacher and the pessimist. Talk a pessimist. Bring it back to flow with 2 amazing. I am innovating. You are emulating. You're insinuating. You are on the level you can never be. As I proceed to.
You can fuck off. I'm not doing this. Y'all take it piss out of me now. I'm supposed to be putting my Christmas tree up this afternoon. I'm supposed to put my Christmas tree up when I've got this shit on my mind. Baubles all everywhere. My wife's going to kick off at me because my head's not going to be in the game.
You claim to be carrying, suffocating, then I exit on my 4-horse chariot. Gallivant with generosity. All you rappers are Hermes, another god of commerce. But tell me what's your soul worth? I converse in a concert, never concerned with your content in a convent.
He talks about being fucking Zeus, and he says that the rest of you rappers are fucking Hermes. Fucking Hermes is Zeus's son. He's sunning everybody. He talks about fucking going to his concerts and fucking conversing with y'all. Fucking like a sermon. He fucking stands up there and he fucking preachers.
But tell me what your soul worth. I converse in a concert, never concerned with your content in a convent, and it makes sense. Like I'm all in, not complex. Like I've been invested in a sick vision. I can see it's something that the people need to write another rhyme. It's like the pen is leaking. I am at the beacon with that.
Oh, it says I write another rhyme. It's like the fucking pen is leaking. Told you he went through so many pens when he wrote his shit. That fucking ink's running out so fast it looks like it's leaking.
I can see it's something that the people need to write another rhyme. It's like the pen is leaking. I am at the beacon with the heavy preacher and the pessimist. And talk a pessimist. Bring it back to flow with two amazing. I am in it.
Says I'm a fucking happy preacher. Told you we were talking about fucking preaching, didn't I? Did you say I'm not a pessimist, I'm a blossomist? Or did we say he's a pessimist? He's a pessimist, isn't he? He's always looking on the dark side. He's a blasphemist. Blasphemous is when you like... Not when you talk... Blasphemy? Is that when you talk about fucking God and shit like that? I swear.
The heavy preacher and the pessimist. And talk a pessimist. Bring it back to flow with two amazing. I am innovating. You are emulating. You're insinuating. You are on the level you can never be. As I proceed to teach and I am built for that you can never breach. You wasn't ready for me feeling incomplete.
Fucking bring it back, my flow's too amazing. You guys think you're on a level that you're not. That's what he's just said. He said, you fucking guys think that you are on a level that you are not. You cannot fucking attain the level that I'm at. Or can anyway. You can probably attain the level that I'm at fucking in your sleep, but can't stop some shit now.
You are on the level you can never be. As I proceed to teach and I am built for that you can never breach. You wasn't ready for me feeling incomplete.
He talks about on a level that he can't be. He says fucking I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna build a fort that you can't breach. He said you cannot fucking. I'm gonna build this fort on my lyrics and my fucking words and what I do on the mic and it's gonna be my fort. And we're gonna build these walls up, and you're not gonna be able to breach it because you're not powerful. You don't have the fucking skill set. You don't have the weapons. You don't have the vocabulary flow or whatever to breach what I'm fucking putting down.
You are on the level you can never be. As I proceed to teach and I am built for that you can never breach. You wasn't ready for me feeling incomplete. Please don't compete. You are not beseech. You are obsolete. I am far from weak. My style unique. Representing me when it's looking bleak. Be the first to preach. I guarantee you can't crack my fake. Got upskirt taste, but the kid don't wait my fate. If you really wanna hold your breath, oh cabin press. My mind's a mess. I stress about my death a lot. The solitary seat of spinning and sitting in Camelot. I'm the head of the table.
Oh, so it's fucking. It says to fucking hold your breath. You know, just hold your breath and save your words. And he talks about his fucking that his mind thinks about, you know, his stress. He thinks about fucking death a lot, which is where he fucking draws his inspiration from, innit? Then he says he's spinning in Camelot. Fucking talk about them kings. So you better hold your breath. Don't even bother fucking wasting your breath trying to fucking attain what I can do. And he says he fucking, you know, he stresses, you know, he's full of stress, fucking obsesses about his death a lot, you know, which we know we've been through all his struggles. And this is I'm spinning and I'm sitting in Camelot. Fucking King Arthur, fucking walking around with Excalibur, isn't he?
I stress about my death a lot. The solitary seat of spinning and sitting in Camelot. I'm the head of the table, decapitate with Excalibur, calibrated.
I'm the head of the table. I fucking decapitate with Excalibur. I've just said that. We're on the same page now. We know what we're both talking about.
I'm the head of the table, decapitate with Excalibur, calibrated. My consciousness is of a higher caliber, 30 feet in diameter. My poetic pentameter passes the condescending as consequences of misery. Vicious.
It's a fucking calibrate my consciousness. It's a fucking higher caliber. 30 feet in diameter. That's big. It's a big caliber.
My poetic pentameter passes the condescending as consequences of misery. Viciously vindicate, liberate, but it's
let's talk about fucking people being condescending, you know.
Consequences of misery, viciously vindicate, liberate, but it's expeditiously as Plymouth Rock, the pompous place composing my art. I picked the perfect hemisphere like where humanity started, was invaded, raped, and pillaged, now it's dearly departed. Indigenous people possessing prominent.
Says I picked the perfect hemisphere where humanity started. It was innovated, and did he say it was raped and pillaged and then dearly departed?
Invaded, raped, and pillaged, now it's dearly departed. Indigenous people possessing prominence that was regal, it was kings and.
Oh, let's talk about the fucking indigenous people that were, you know, that were. Should have probably let it play to look stupid now. Indigenous people were fucking raped and pillaged. Now he talks about fucking kings.
Indigenous people possessing prominence that was regal, it was kings and high priests, but now we believe in Jesus, blue-eyed and blonde-haired, for gentrifying the thesis of descending of some southern slaves. I cannot conceive it, but you take it.
He's fucking talking about genetics. He's talking about, you know, what you know, like fucking. I think we were talking about a bit like the fucking Aryan race, when you know, like fucking blue eyes and blonde hair.
It's a descendant of some southern slaves. I cannot conceive it, but you take it as the gospel and think that it's concrete. We could start it in Ephesians, Psalms, or maybe Ezekiel. Now zealous testify when you died as pie in the sky. It was documented in Genesis, Exodus, and Leviticus. Now in the beginning, God.
Yeah, he's talking about fucking what people believe in and what people believe, you know, like sort of how different races are, you know, are looked upon, you know. So obviously the black people were looked on as slaves, and you know, you fucking like your fucking blonde hair, blue eyes are looked at as a fucking. I don't want to say this, but they looked at, you know, they were looked at as fucking mightier than other people, you know, and that was brought around by fucking Hitler a lot, really, wasn't it? You know, he wanted a fucking race of, you know, that fucking blonde hair, blue eye, Aryan race, you know.
Pie in the sky, it was documented in Genesis, Exodus, and Leviticus. Now in the beginning, God created heavens and earth. It was formless and filled with darkness that rained all over the surface. The spirit of the omnipotent hovered over the water, divided the day and night, and it said, well, let there be light. Now ain't that great, but where's the evolution of in that verse?
He's fucking talking about evolution in the first days of the earth. You know, he's talking about, did he say Genesis? You know, Genesis is all about you know, the conception of Earth and whatnot. He talks about at first fucking God made, you know, whatever he made. He's basically saying that there's no fucking better person than another person. Everybody's equal on this earth.
Spirit of the omnipotent hovered over the water, divided the day and night, and it said, well, let there be light. Now ain't that great, but where's the evolution of in that verse? And if it was written by a man, well, then there's lies in them words. I think that we would give.
Yeah, so he's talking about fucking, you know, how things are written. So, you know, obviously a lot of people are religious and think the earth started, you know, because fucking God created it, or whatever they think. Yeah, and a lot of people are on the scientific side, you know, the Big Bang and whatnot. But he's talking about the fucking Bible and saying how's there much truth in the Bible when a man wrote it. A man wrote it. You know, that dude that wrote the Bible, you know, he could have fucking put down whatever he wanted. Yeah, and that's been passed on, and you know, as Bibles have been translated, shit's been, you know, missed out or changed slightly. You know, he's going deep with this. Fucking going over my head.
But where's the evolution of in that verse? And if it was written by a man, well, then there's lies in them words. I think that we would give a religion, so we question it less, obsessing over all of your instincts, worrying about what they think. They give it false repentance like it man.
He's saying, you know, he reckons we got given religion. Yeah, so you'd always have, so you could question how things work less. So people say, oh, it's God's plan. You know what I mean? instead of getting the truths, a lot of people say, oh, it's in God's hands now. So he's talking about not being able to question what happens because of religion.
Obsessing over all of your instincts, worrying about what they think. They giving false repentance like it mattered at all. Not to mention many wars that all these deities started as we crusaded to the current. I noticed the recreation of ignorance in the mind of this impotent generation. I think.
Yeah, so he's definitely talking some religious stuff. Yeah, he's saying it's because of these ideas, saying because of all these ideas, about religion. That's how wars start, and fucking a lot of wars are because of religion, aren't there? Not it's not just you fucking Christian and Muslim wars against each other or whatever people think. There's fucking thousands of religions, and a lot of wars in the past, and a lot of wars in the future will be fought over religion. Like the Middle East, there's a lot of fighting there, and a lot of that's to do with religion. But these religions, just basically what he's saying, these religions just come from, what a person has started writing. Yeah, and then they get like the followers, and then this religion forms, and so all this religion believes one thing, and another religion ends up believing another thing. Yeah, and the clash, and that's how wars start.
As we crusaded to the current, I noticed the recreation of ignorance in the mind of
the... so it talks about the Crusades, and that were like the Christian Crusades. So even back in times gone by, it's been a lot of wars and fights started, or crusades, through religion.
To the current, I noticed the recreation of ignorance in the mind of this impotent generation. I think that I'll take it deeper. Look how you viewing these places of infinite destitution, no resolution for poverty. Your Western ideology.
It's talking about fucking ignorance in the mind of this generation that's coming up.
These places of infinite destitution, no resolution for poverty. Your Western ideologies only causing illusions that's similar to mirages. Remarkable mental martyrs that marginalize a struggle alone that you never carry. And so
he's talking about this fucking impotent fucking generation that's coming up that don't think about stuff, and they grow. The generation that comes through next looks up to the generation that's just been, and they teach them about. It's all about fucking like words passed on. So when a place is looked like it's in fucking destitution and poverty, nothing's gonna change there. Yeah, because that's how people are thought, brought up fucking thinking from the start. It's passed down like that. He's talking some fucking shit. He said let's go deeper, and I don't know how deep he wants to fucking go with this.
Illusions that similar to mirages, remarkable mental martyrs that marginalize a struggle alone.
Oh, so he talks about fucking. He's talking about it's all an illusion, So then he talks about mirages, which is an illusion of the mind. He's talking some shit here.
Mirages, remarkable mental martyrs that marginalize a struggle alone that you never carry. And so everyone that's from the Middle East is now a terrorist.
I said fucking these mental martyrs are fucking like making you think that you've got this load that you're carrying, like these buddies. And then he goes on to say about everybody from the Middle East is now a terrorist, because that's how the generations brought up thinking, because in my generation, you had your 9/11, and you had your, we've had Iraq, we've had fucking Afghanistan, we've had the London bombings, all the stuff that's happened in France and whatnot, and everything's looked like towards the Middle East is like where all the terrorists look to come from. So if you see somebody that looks like from the Middle East, you automatically fucking tie them with the same brush, don't you? That's basically what he's saying.
You never carry it, so everyone that's from the Middle East is now a terrorist. Embarrassing that you can't even see what it is. We from a place that takes a culture that we don't understand. They tell the people.
Yeah, so he talks about he talks about, you know, the guys from the Middle East, which says you basically don't understand their culture. So you take a culture that you don't understand. It's fucking, it's one of the fucking most religious. He said he was going deeper anyway. Let's put it that way. He said he was going deeper.
We from a place that takes a culture that we don't understand. They tell the people how to live, and while we raping your land and taking every natural resource you have at your hand. And you.
So he said this fucking culture's telling the people, you know, because there's, you know, in different cultures, different religions, there's a lot of fucking rules that people live by. You know, like women aren't allowed to do so much stuff. You know, I'm not gonna go into which cultures are which. You know, because I'm not a massively religious person. I don't know enough to talk about, you know, each individual culture. But you know, but then he talks about yeah, we're raping your land and we're taking your shit, which is basically, you know, wars over. I don't want to say fake wars, but you know, there are a lot of wars fought with an ulterior motive, you know, for land and oil and shit like that, if you get what I mean.
People had to live, and while we raping your land and taking every natural resource you have at your hand. And you can.
Yeah, so taking every natural resource that you had at your hands, so like fucking oil, natural resources.
Land and taking every natural resource you have at your hand, and you can have it back. Of course, it's for a discount price. There's no remorse within the fact that we have ruined your life. We got to make sure.
You can have it back, but you can have it back at a fucking discount price. There's no remorse. There's no fact that we fucking There's no fact that we fucking come over and fucking, you know, carpet bombed and, you know, thrown your life into fucking misery or whatever. Yeah, but like you know, like the whole thing about the weapons of mass destruction. But you know, at the time there were a lot of fear put into people, wasn't there? Because you thought, you know, with the media and, you know, you had your fucking your MPs and whatever feeding your, you know, or, you know, Saddam's got fucking weapons of mass destruction. We need to go there. We need to fucking get him, because if not, you know, then shit's gonna hit the fan. And you know, the troops, you know, God bless them, they got sent in, they got told that they had to go in because of, you know, whatever. And these weapons are never found. But these weapons were never found, but you know, oh, we didn't find your weapons, but we'll have your oil fields, basically, is what I'm saying. You know, whether you believe into that or not, that's not for me personally to tell you to believe into, whether it was like a fake one or whatever. Yeah, everybody's got their own. You know, I personally wasn't old enough to know the politics of that war, but obviously as I've grown old, you know, there's been a lot of inquests into it, so that's how I know a tiny bit about it. But do I believe that it was a fake war? I don't know. All I know is that it stopped a guy that wasn't a really good guy, really was it? So, but you know, a lot of troops got sent over to Middle East, and a lot of troops died from UK, from America, from Canada. You know, from a lot of different countries. You know, it's that's the down part about it, innit? And obviously the innocent people that got killed in the Middle East. That's yeah.
It's for a discount price. There's no remorse within the fact that we have ruined your life. We got to make sure that our vices and our pockets can trade. But you don't like it, not at all. So what you gonna do? Fight shit. Get a steady hand and a fishing plan.
So he's saying about fucking like sort of like insurgents, you know. Yeah, so you've come over here, you've took us oil fields, you've took us fucking land and whatnot. Yeah, so saying, oh, these guys are getting rich now off this. You know, these governments are getting rich, these countries are getting rich off our oil. Yeah, so fuck it, we're gonna fight back, and that's where you get like fucking guerrilla tactics and insurgents and stuff like that. And that's how like splinter cells. And I don't want to go into it because I really don't know enough to put my own opinion across, because I don't really know much about politics. I'm not going to lie to you, but I'm just trying to give you a brief description, basically.
fight. Shit, get a steady hand and a fishing plan. Now you're infiltrated by the white man with a lot of guns and the biggest ball. Please don't move, we got napalm, so your plans for. Put your hands up, we gon' need the oil. Yeah, all of it in that Sarah drive. No, it never stops till we say so. You got a problem with it, I ain't think so. Knowledge.
So it talks about fucking, oh, you got a steady hand, yeah, you got a fucking plan. It must be talking about fucking, it must be talking about soldiers, you know, going over. Yeah, we've got a plan. We're gonna go in there. We're gonna find these. We're gonna go in there. We're gonna do whatever. Yeah, but basically he said in there what I've said about fucking oil. So I think me and Kaan are now on the same page. But then he talks about napalm. I don't think napalm has been used since Vietnam. I could be wrong. You know, I probably am wrong. You guys let me know if you know about it, but you know, it's basically saying, you know, you're being fucking infiltrated by the white man. Yeah, and that's what it all stems. That's what this whole track stems back to, innit? You know, talks about fucking raping and pillaging right back in you know, from natives. Yeah, so it says if you got a problem with it, what are you gonna do about it, basically? Because nothing can be done, can it? That's the end of it. Alright guys, that's that one done, you know. It fucked me head up a little bit, but when you talk about going deeper, I think that's fucking one of the most deepest, you know, political tracks that I've heard from K.A.A.N. I apologise if I've got anything wrong, you know. Like I said, I don't really genuinely put a lot of personal thoughts or whatever across, especially about stuff that, you know, that involves different countries, different beliefs, different religions. Yeah, because it's not for my place to say. You know, I don't have a problem with anybody as long as nobody's got a problem with me. You know, everybody's got their own religion. That's fine. That's up to them. You know, but it don't matter what colour you are. It don't matter what religion you are. To me, everybody's equal. You know, we're all put on this earth to do the best we can in life. Anyway, guys, that's that one done. Thanks for watching. If you watched till the end, it's probably going to be a long video. This, I definitely am thanking you if you watched till the end. Thanks for everybody that subscribed since I last thanked you all. You know, I think we're picking up a little bit of pace with subscriptions at the minute, and you know, I can only thank you. It means a lot to me. You know. Anyway, guys, that's that one done, and I'll see you guys on the next one.